everybody. It's great to see you. I'm here just to give you a brief update with the Hruska Clinic shoe list. And I went and looked at shoes some last week as we're slowly getting some updates with supply chain logistics with COVID. And so I wanted to kind of give you a brief update with some changes that are occurring with some of the shoes. The Asic Snippets 23 is out and updated. I love the updates. That shoe is going to stay on the shoe list, and we're going to be posting some pictures of these shoes on our website in the coming weeks. So be watching for that. It's still a great shoe to help you your patients to be able to repronate. The nice upgrade that they did is with the Nimbus 22 on the bottom of the shoe. I took a picture of this on the website. There was kind of like a cutout. And we were concerned that over time, that once our patients learned how to repronate, that they might overpronate. Well, with the 23, they kind of filled in that donut, so people can still repronate, but I don't have as big of a concern if your patients use the shoe long term, that they're going to repronate with it. They added more cushioning in the toe box. It's great to feel all 5 of your toes. Good width in the toe box, so I think you guys will appreciate that clinically with your patients as well. The Brooks Glycerin 19 is back on the shoe list. They did a great upgrade. This was a shoe I liked for many years with a lot of my patients with their PRI orthotics. And they did a great update with the heel counter. That is more stable. It cups the heel really good. It has good cushioning, and it's a good neutral shoe for more of your rigid or high arched individuals. And it's also a great shoe that works well with the PRI orthotic. Now, not to create confusion, but there is a new shoe out, and it is called the Brooks Glycerin GTS. This shoe is different than the Brooks Glycerin. And how it's different, they took the Brooks Transcend is no longer going to exist. They are going to discontinue the shoe. But they took some of the characteristics of the Brooks Transcend and added it into the Brooks Glycerin GTS. So it has more cushioning, and the Brooks Glycerin GTS has a great guide rail system that goes around the heel. And I've loved walking around in this shoe, and it might be a shoe that I might actually try to run in. But some of us on the staff also had some concern with more of your heavier individuals that the heel counter on the back, there might be too much give with that heel. So when your patients are going back on the heel, the big toe may not be staying on the floor if they're really heavy. I didn't experience that with myself personally, but a couple of our staff members did here at the clinic. And so when they found that when they shifted back into their left hip and they went back on the heel here, that their left toe came up. So we're a little concerned. So it's on the shoe list, but I would love you guys, if you guys were it's not going to be on our top list right now for rehab, and I put it in parentheses for lightweight individuals. And so look at it, try it out clinically, and if you want to email me and give me your feedback, I think it's worthy enough of a shoe to try out clinically, but it's not going to be on our top list on the shoe list for right now. Like I said, it's a brand new shoe. It has a guide rail system, great cushioning. Just concerned that there might be a little bit too much lateral heel give with the shoe. The Brooks Ravenna is also discontinued, just like the Brooks Transcend, and it is now called the Brooks Launch GTS. And so they have a Brooks Launch, it has never been on our shoe list, and now they have a Brooks Launch GTS, which took some of the characteristics from the Brooks Ravenna. And the Brooks Ravenna was always the shoe that I used. It's kind of like the little sister of the Brooks Adrenaline. And I use this with more lighter weight individuals, but I do not like the Brooks Launch GTS. It has a great guide rail. It fits a lot of the characteristics, but it's the upper material of this shoe. You're going to notice, like in the Brooks Glycerin or the Brooks Glycerin GTS, the material of the upper part of the shoe is more of a 3D mesh. And with the Brooks Launch GTS, it is like a 2D mesh. It does not control the upper part of the foot. And the foot inside of the shoe isn't going to work well with that shoe. But the upper material is too lightweight. It doesn't control the foot inside of the shoe. So that shoe is going off of our shoe list for that reason. One other addition is I did add in the rocker part of the shoe is I added the Brooks, the Hoka Arahai. I'm not pronouncing that correctly, I'm sure. 5 is A-R-A-H-I 5. And it's a rocker shoe, and it's a good shoe like for stability with people with an average arch foot. And it's a good rocker shoe for people who have a limited first ray extension or have a lack of flexibility of dorsiflexion in their first ray and need more of that rocker type of shoe. Here at the clinic, we did take off the New Balance 1540 version 3. And that's just because one of our local, it's not a shoe that they routinely carry. And it's not a shoe that we were routinely using for in our rocker shoe section. So we took it off of our list for that reason. So here are some updates. I took some pictures. We're going to be posting them on our website so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And hope you guys are staying warm. It's minus 27 here. I feel like I'm back in North Dakota these days. Stay warm. Have a great week. And thanks for listening.